That was a good team sports workout by Kelvin. Time to make some healthy smoothie. Hey Zim. Hello Zim. How are things?
I'm moody, man. Been stuck at home for more than a month now. Working and watching the TV. How's things coming along for you?
Things are great with me, bro. Just preparing breakfast. I started exercising and eating well, believe it or not. I'm also getting some sun by baking near my window whenever I can. That really helps brighten my mood, I tell you. Have you been working out?
Nah, no man. Absolutely zero. Just computer, TV, and phone. I really miss my morning swim at the pool.
Zim, I've been watching and taking guidance from the SSI Sport Science videos on the net. These scientists, they give tips on exercising, recovery, nutrition, and managing ourselves mentally. Now that the fasting month is here, they even have special episodes on exercise and fasting. You should really check them out. Really good.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna do that now, Risi. Thanks for the advice. Once this circuit breaker period is over, we're gonna continue our exercise regimen. In the meantime, you take care and stay safe, okay?
Hi everybody, it's me Ronald and welcome back to episode number 4 of When My Circuit Broke. If you're one of the older generations at home, you're probably crying over this. And if you're one of the younger ones, you're probably going to be crying over that. That's right people, continuous circuit breaker with no bubble tea. Okay, let's be serious now. Most, if not all of us have found it difficult during this circuit breaker. Take this guy. Michael Phelps is one of the best athletes to ever walk this planet. But he's human too. And he has and still faces challenges with anxiety. And to be honest, I admire him for his honesty. This coronavirus don't care if you're the fastest person in the world or whether you're the everyday Joe that drinks bubble tea all day, every day. We've all been affected. Struggle is real, people. But it is different for everybody. In today's episode, the Sport Science Division from the Singapore Sport Institute brings you more tips, which we, again, hope will help you live better through the circuit breaker. The psychology team shares strategies that you can use to help with your emotional and mental well-being, especially considering we're now in week 4 of the circuit breaker. We've got some home-based training for athletes from aquatic sports, and we dig a little deeper into foam rolling for your recovery. No bubble tea? We share a unique recipe for spicing up your smoothies. Lastly, we finish off with part 2 of our special segment on Ramadan and exercise in a separate video. Let's take this out as one, Singapore. As always, stay active, stay safe, stay home, and stay sane.
Hello fellow Singaporeans, my name is Joshua, a sports psychologist at the Singapore Sport Institute. With the recent news of the extension of the circuit breaker, many people might experience feelings of frustration, anxiety, boredom, and even sadness. It is thus important to take good care of your emotional and mental well-being state. Even though we may be physically distant from some of our family members and friends, we could still stay socially connected with our loved ones through various mediums and ensure that they cope well. Should you feel that further support is required, there are also various helplines they can call to seek support, such as the National Care Hotline, the Institute of Mental Health Helpline, amongst others. Remember, you're never alone in these unprecedented times, however tough your situation might be. So do reach out should you need it. There are also some further strategies that you can take to cope and manage your emotional and mental well-being. The first strategy that you can take is emotional awareness. It is the ability to recognize and make sense of your own emotions as well as that of others to ensure you're not too overwhelmed by your emotions such that it can affect your activities of daily living. To do so, it requires you to identify, label, and acknowledge the feelings that you have, through a level of self-awareness, from frustration, anxiety, boredom, or sadness. Being self-compassionate will help too, to not take things too hard on yourself, even if circumstances might seem dire. The second strategy is cognitive restructuring. It is a technique that you can take to positively reframe the detrimental thoughts that you have, which might affect your emotions and behaviors. For example, if you're currently feeling overwhelmed with the current situation, it might be easy to tell yourself, I can't do this anymore. Where is there another extension? Perhaps you could write that statement down and reframe the statement to, even though there is an extension, I can still make the most of the opportunities that are given and find ways to keep myself engaged. Remember that it is the perspective that you take in your mind that can have a spiral effect on your emotions and behaviors. The third strategy one can take is goal setting. As much as we find new ways to adapt and set new routines to find some normalcy in our daily life, it is crucial to set goals for yourself such that you do not feel like you have not accomplished much at the end of the circuit breaker. Take this time to turn inwards and reflect, recalibrate our bearings, and adapt to this circumstance with newfound meaning and purpose in our lives. For a start, you could look at the various spheres in your life that are important, such as paying attention to your physical needs in the form of physical activities and wellness, social needs in terms of connectedness to family and friends, and intellectual needs such as gaining knowledge in areas which you might not have done so in the past. I hope that these three strategies of emotional awareness, cognitive restructuring, and goal setting will be useful in helping you to tide through these tough times. In the meanwhile, stay safe and take care.
Hi everyone, my name is Terence. I'm a strength and conditioning coach at the Singapore Sports Institute. For today's session, I prepared a strength training program for aquatics athletes. Here are three considerations. First, it can be done in a superset format, finishing one exercise, rest, followed by the next exercise. Or you can finish the first exercise with all its repetitions and follow on with the rest of the exercises. Second, all exercises have to be done in a maximal effort with 2 to 3 minutes of rest in between. You can vary the intensity by decreasing the speed of repetition. Lastly, all exercises have to be done with perfect form for injury prevention. Have fun!
been doing the high intensity circuit training almost every day, increasing the repetitions and the number of sets. I'm so sore today, but it's okay. We're going to do 10 sets today, okay? Come on, let's go! Let's go! Oh my god. Oh no, my quads, hamstrings, my glutes. I'm Mantong, Assistant Sport Physiologist from the Singapore Sport Institute, and today we'll be going through part 1 of our post-exercise recovery series. Have you ever wondered how elite athletes train day in and day out even though their muscles are sore, tired and feeling so fatigued? It's because they have good recovery techniques. So one kind of recovery technique that can be used post-exercise is foam rolling. So foam rolling is a form of self-manual therapy which aims to reduce myofascial tightness, or also known as muscle tightness. So the current belief is that this localized tightness causes restrictions in your joint range of motion and local blood flow, and that this manual manipulation of this tension will enable the tissue to become softer and more pliable. Therefore, athletes usually use this for 3 primary reasons. Firstly, to increase flexibility. Secondly, to reduce the delayed onset of muscle soreness, otherwise known as DOMS, and also to improve recovery. It also does improve short-term athletic performance. So post-rolling has shown to attenuate exercise-induced decreases in sprint and strength performance. Also, it reduces muscle pain perception after exercise. So what equipment do we need for foam rolling? Obviously, firstly we need a foam roller. So this is especially important for bigger muscle groups like your thigh, the quadriceps, your hamstring, your calves, the lower back, your upper back. So if you feel like you need to get deeper into the muscle tissue, you could also use a trigger ball, a softball, even a tennis ball or golf ball if you prefer. Lastly, we will need your exercise mat to make foam rolling a little bit more comfortable. So how long should you be performing foam rolling on a particular muscle group? A common mistake that athletes make is that they foam roll on a particular spot for too long, for let's say 5 to 10 minutes. So the recommended number of sets and duration is 3 to 5 sets of 20 to 30 seconds repetition. To retain the chronic effects of flexibility, you have to perform foam rolling 3 to 5 times per week on a consistent basis. There are a few techniques to foam roll. This is the most traditional method, which is just to roll your muscle up and down. Another technique is the pin and stretch, where you pin your muscle on a foam roller and flex and extend that muscle group. Lastly, you can roll the muscle side to side. This creates a little more pressure than rolling up and down. You can put one leg on top of the other or elevate yourself to increase the amount of pressure. Also, you can try the 3 techniques I have mentioned earlier and see which one suits you the best. Now, I will be demonstrating to you other positions to target the other muscle groups.
everyone, my name is Karim Siva. I'm the sport dietitian from Singapore Sport Institute. I'm here to share with you some culinary herbs and spices that has good therapeutic value. These spices are shown to actually have anti-inflammatory properties and also boost immune system. Some of the spices that I'd like to highlight today is turmeric powder, cumin, black pepper, cinnamon, coriander, ginger and garlic. So all these spices adding in the diet will actually boost your immune system. So do have a look into it, including the day-to-day diet. Now I'm going to show you a quick recipe, a smoothie, that contains some of the spices. So I've added here some a medium carrot, a small banana. I'm going to add half a cup of milk, half a cup of water, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, a quarter teaspoon of chopped ginger, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Blend it. It changes to rich orange. Right, it's done. Pour it in a glass. It has a rich orange, nice consistency with lots of fiber in it. Share this with your family. It's a great immune booster. Right, I hope that you've enjoyed watching this. There will be more sports science tips coming along. Stay tuned and have a nice day.
Hi everyone, I am Heng from the Men's Singapore Water Polo team. I hope that all of you are well and have taken the opportunity during this circuit breaker period to continue training and pursuing your health and wellness aspirations. The men's team has continued our training despite not being able to train in the pool. We come together nightly via Zoom to perform our strength and conditioning sessions under the supervision of our coaches. We have also engaged the psychologist and the dietitian to continue preparing for next year's SEA Games. We have also worked with our coach and the SSI biomechanics team, who has allowed us to review video footages of our shooting techniques to identify areas for improvement. While the circuit breaker has definitely posed challenges to all of us in different ways, I hope that we will continue to find creative ways to engage in exercise, eat healthy, and get a bit of sunlight every day. So, stay safe, stay positive, stay active, even when at home. See you after the circuit breaker.